Hi, hi YouTube. So Stephanie, I am alive. I'm well. I did not overdose. I am doing great. Um, I am so sorry. I uploaded a video a year ago saying that I was withdrawing from heroin and that it was day one. I am so sorry that I disappeared. What happened was, everybody has a day one that they really think is going to be the day that they're going to get clean when it's not. And I legit thought that was going to be the day, and it wasn't. So I ended up, getting more drugs. And got me through day two and day three and day whatever, so I repeated day one, continuously. Um, so it's been a year, and so in the meantime, I got arrested, not even for heroin, and me and somebody else got charged, and so they put me on probation, and that's whenever 10 months ago I had wrote that I was on Suboxone. I am not on Suboxone anymore, not on anything anymore, but I was on probation for a couple months, and I failed for weed. I was just doing my Suboxone and smoking weed, and I failed for weed, and I went to jail for a couple weeks, and I got out, and I was clean, and I had gotten off Suboxone while I was in jail, and I was doing good, and I was sober, so I stayed like that, and I started going to NA meetings and AA meetings, and I just I just stayed that, I stayed that way. I was like, why go back into it once I already went through the worst? I mean, my withdrawals weren't horrible. Everybody said that the Suboxone withdrawals were going to be a lot worse than heroin withdrawals. I agreed. I thought they were going to be like that, but they weren't. When I was in jail, they didn't give me anything. They gave me ibuprofen. So I wasn't comfortable at all. Like at your own house, you can kind of make yourself a little bit comfortable, be in your own bed, but I wasn't. And even though it was for a couple weeks, still I went through day three and day four and day two and day one. And so I legit had to get clean. So I'm pretty thankful that, things happened the way they did. But now I am doing great. I am off of everything, and I am free from the legal system and everything like that. And so yeah, I've been doing really good, and I'm just want to say, like, I'm so thankful for all of the comments that everybody wrote, saying that she's not dead, and that, just ignore all those mean comments, because there were some really mean ones and hurtful ones. And that's another reason why it was hard for me to keep up with everybody, because there were so many comments, and a lot of them were mean and hateful and rude and hurtful. And so I was like, either argue back with them and they just keep, back and back to back, or I just ignore them and just don't even. I just started using my other YouTube account because it was too much to handle. And so, and of course, whenever I was doing drugs, I wasn't gonna make any more, and I wasn't playing you guys. I wasn't, faking it. I don't know why it showed up in the comedy section. I did not mean for that at all. I tried fixing it right afterwards, and I could not get it to change. But people just started assuming stuff. For Christ's sake, everybody was assuming that I died, and I was like, I have never read that about myself. Like, that was scary. I mean, there has been times where, I've been close to it, and that I'm so thankful to be here, but that was pretty scary. But everybody found my Instagram, and everybody found my Twitter, and they all saw that I was still alive. Some were still negative, but I got some pretty positive ones too, and people even reached out to me. I'm so thankful for those people. So thankful. I just can't thank you guys enough for the really nice comments. Like, it helps me a lot. You know, Even though I didn't go through with what I said in the video, I did stick to, my gut, because I did want to get clean. I wasn't ready at the time, but I did. And so I am now, and so I'm doing great. I'm visiting my family for the holidays, and I'm doing great. I couldn't be happier. My next thing is quitting cigarettes, so I'm trying one step at a time. But like I said, I've been going to NA. I've been, staying in touch a bit more with my family, making more friends, working, not trying to get too stressed out, seeing a therapist. I've been, trying my hardest to just control my cravings and my surroundings and my triggers, because those are my main issues for me. Um, but a lot of you had disagreements with Suboxone, and yeah, I mean, I tapered myself off. Yeah, it's you're substituting another substance with a substance, but for me, for my own opinion and for my health and my safety, I'd much rather be like putting Suboxone underneath my tongue rather than be getting high off heroin. That's just me. But either way, I mean, there's no excuse for either one. But I mean, if you like you said, if your doctor's doing it correctly, which my doctor was, then that was fine, and he was, weaning me off and doing all that. So I just wanted to say that I am alive and I am well, and I wanted to make an update video and tell everybody who was so supportive of me, thank you so much, and that it means a lot, and that I hope in some way I kind of, didn't make you look bad, the fact that I am doing better. But thanks for just being on my side the whole time.